নমস্কার আমরা টেকনোলজি সেনেট বাংলায় আছি কিন্তু কেউ বাংলায় কথা বলছে না so I will try to mix my conversation we have a lot of guests coming from Mumbai but most of our guests is from Bangladesh right so চেষ্টা করব একটু বাংলায় বলার একটু cheer up করার কথা বলার so the agenda for today's topic is how we collaborate Indus Net Indus Net is always there right India and Bangladesh right so collaboration learning I was part of one of the delegates which went from Bengal Chamber of Commerce to Bangladesh chambers where we went to Chittagong we went to Dhaka we met a lot of chambers over there we discussed many things okay and IT was one of the things even I met your IT minister as well just before the satellite which went I think last year right or maybe 6 months back right last year something তখন আমরা গেছিলাম আর কি so we understand Bangladesh market has a huge potential on digital innovation so এই potentialটাকে যদি আমরা positive mode নিয়ে যাই এবং কাজ করি we can do a wonder over there but when you are doing digital innovation there are certain checks and balances that you have to do which we have learned for last 20 odd years and with my experience since 24 years in the industry this is what we have learned আমরা সেগুলোই আপনাদের সাথে শেয়ার করতে চাই definitely in a very short span of time so if you see the transformation industry is right now at around $79 billion out of which if you see this journey 40% company doesn't show any significant increase on the digital growth this is very concerning they are investing and they are not getting the significant growth on that next is 10% company generated more than 5% of the from the digital unit okay and 8% company digital units need to scale up their ITS means আমরা যদি ওই ফিগারটা দেখি out of which that entire 100% 8% companies were actually success in the final evaluation of the entire journey so why does that 8% only success how do you ensure that you are not part of that 92% failure and be part of that 8% আমরা আজকে সেটা নিয়ে কথা বলতে চাই সেটা নিয়ে দেখতে চাই and to understand how to take this forward okay so when you talk about any kind of digital transformation you will find that আমরা initially কি করি একটা IT division কে দিয়ে সেটাকেই বলি তুমি ভাই ডিজিটাল বোঝো তুমি ডিজিটাল করো we to first understand we initially format as something called digital unit which is initially started with the IT only perfect no problem in it but when Spider-Man দ্বারা দেখেছিলেন মনে আছে একটা বর্ণ ছিল with great power comes great responsibility so it's very important that when we form a digital unit we have to give them that power right we are telling them that we are giving you a lot of responsibility but I'm not giving you power and most important is if you see the growth pattern out here in this chart you will find that business unit is still there digital unit is growing but my core system the core business operations is not growing that is one of the key area which is failing a lot we have to balance that out we have to ensure that how do we ensure that my core business and my digital unit growing at the same pace moving forward it is important that before we do a digital transformation we do a people transformation okay so আমরা তো আমাদেরকে চেঞ্জ করছি না মানে আমাদের এনশিওর করতে হবে যে while we are adopting a new digital age how do we ensure that the people who will be using it so I recall since I worked with a lot of banks one of the biggest challenge of the banks in India was when they actually adopted the digital journey of CBS আমি জানি আপনারা জানেন centralized bank system computer এলো my mom was in bank for 36 years so I have seen she learning computers and he used to say আরে মাউসটা না পালিয়ে যাচ্ছে ধরতে পারছি না at the age of I think she was around 52 when she learned computer right so that is a challenge which everybody faces so how do we ensure that before doing a digital transformation we first transform our people and if you want to achieve the finest line you have to do it by steps again আমি একটা ছোট example নেব if you see what State Bank of India has done where State Bank of India today has not gone in that way in that day zero their core banking they have done in 3 steps and in phases first they ensured that they have a system which was not even mouse based it was a very desktop based DOS based application যেটা আমি ট্যাব করে করে মাউস করে মানে with shortcut keys I used to manage the objective was that mouse was something very new to that age আজ থেকে 20 বছর আগে 25 বছর আগে যখন এসেছিল so we have to think on those lines we have to see that how that small decision can impact on the larger goal, right? So the people transformation is important. So if you see this, digital adoption has to be followed by innovation. So in just State Bank example time in Nilam, State Bank might have invest huge and can go to a rich banking environment which they can brought outside or they can build in-house. So what State Bank did, he didn't went, he built small sense in-house. They tie up with one of the big IT company, formed a company, and they built the entire solution in-house as per their employees' understanding, the workflow, the maturity, and slowly they have evolved. This is very important that we have to do a digital adoption using innovation, using a transformation. Okay? Most important, it's very important to understand off-the-shelf products can use as a core infra, but not for your transformation. Innovation is the unique part that you have to think. You have to go by step, you have to understand the pain areas, list down the pain areas. If you have, say, 10 pain and line items, find out those 2 items which can be solved by, so it says there's a Pareto's law, just figure out that 20% which will solve your 80% problem. So find out those 2 items which will actually solve your 80% of the problem. 2 line item. Try to hit that. And then again take it 2. আপনারা জানেন IT industry তে একটা ইউজ করি আমরা CMMI level 5, CMMI level 3. What is CMMI level 5? CMMI level 5 কোনো কোম্পানি যদি যায় ওটা CMMI level 3 তে চলে যাবে অসিলেশন হয় এরকম ভাবে যে you have adopted something good, go back into 3, start learn and go back to 5. Again go back and go learn. So it's an oscillation between 3 and 5. So that means you are learning and you are improving. You are learning, you are improving. You are learning and improving. That is sorry. Is also adaptable for a digital transformation. All right. Moving further. So I will not give any other example. This is what we have taken an example. So we at Indus Net, we started from a core domain and hosting company 22 years back. Then we slowly evolved into a digital solution company. Right now we are working with around 42 insurance companies globally, around 36 banks globally, where we are adopting a lot of digital solution for the digital lending platform, digital forex platform, digital onboarding platform. So we are doing. Did we did in day 0? No, we didn't do it. When we say that, okay, now we are adapt and we understand the technology part of it, can I go next? Next step is what? I build something, I want to sell that. That is where the marketing comes in. So then we acquired this company called TechShoe, which only does marketing. So whatever we are building, they are ensuring that the ROI, that means আমার কোনো client যদি 10 টাকা আমাকে দেয় সেই 10 টাকা যেন তাকে রিটার্ন যায় 100 টাকা হয়. So my marketing wings, which is both a service company. Till date, we have not evolved onto something called innovation. That is the time when we thought that we can now shift our gear. We want to invest into something which is completely niche in the market. We started this company called Energy Tech, which is an energy technology solutioning company. Globally, hoto gota 50 টা company আছে কিনা জানি না আমরা. So the objective is, this is the entire journey of how we have adopted our transformation. What I'm suggesting you, if we can adopt in these small spaces, let's do it in that way. We should not jump at day 0 and just start doing the journey. Some of the important adaptation that we have done. So we have actually worked on this product called for IndusInd Bank, which is actually an end-to-end digital open banking solution platform where we give loans, we give forex, cards, credit, EMI on debit, short-term loan, long-term loan. The platform that we have built for IndusInd Bank, it is actually giving more than 60% of the entire asset business. That means branch is doing 40%. My platform is giving 60%. This is what we have done for IndusInd Bank. সিদ্ধা আমাদের একটা কলকাতার কোম্পানি এরা কিচ্ছু না এরা প্রমোশন করে ওরা একটা ওয়ান অফ দ্য লার্জেস্ট রিয়েল এস্টেট কোম্পানি ইন কলকাতা ইন্ডিয়াতে প্রথম অনলাইন যদি কেউ বাড়ি বিক্রি করে থাকে সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা ভায়া দিস কোম্পানি সিদ্ধা একটা প্রমোশন বেস কোম্পানি প্রমোটারিং কোম্পানি যারা বাড়ি বানাচ্ছে তারা সিআরএম কি জানতো না তারা ক্লায়েন্ট রিটেন কি করে করতে একটা কাস্টমারকে একটা লোক কটা বাড়ি কেনে একটাই বাড়ি কিনবে লাইফে বাট একটা লোকের কটা বন্ধু থাকে If I get a good reference, can I give you a good reference if I get a good service? So we told them how to build and grow their business in your day-to-day operations. This is a complete use case where a company, a Kolkata company, তাদের 60% of the asset they sell is via online. This is what we have done in digital transformation in real estate industry. Moving further, আমি এই যে লোগোটা দেখাচ্ছি আপনাকে, আমি মনে হয় আপনারা কেউ জানেন, গুলশানে মোটামুটি যারা থাকেন তারা মোটামুটি সবাই জানবেন বোধহয় পেয়ালা। So we did a digital transformation for Peala where we worked extensively with them on developing their entire delivery mechanism. So when I say delivery mechanism, এই প্রোডাক্টটা আমরা যেটা বানিয়ে দিয়েছি, কালকে পেয়ালা যদি একটা ইন্ডিয়াতে ওপেন করে বা লন্ডন ওপেন করে, the same product can be used. Suppose you are in India and now you want to place an order and deliver a food at Gulshan and you want to pay in Indian currency, that can also be done. So a food industry, a food restaurant, a fast food restaurant delivering their business online digitally, this has been done by us. Okay. Similarly, আরেকটা এক্সাম্পল নিয়েছি, আমরা চেষ্টা করেছি, আমাদের কাছে প্রচুর এক্সাম্পল আছে, আমরা চেষ্টা করেছি যে একটু বিভিন্ন ধরনের এক্সাম্পল নেওয়ার সাথে একটা আইডিয়া দেওয়া যায়। Pharmatech is one of the least moved or area. Pharmatech-এ কেউ কোনোদিন মানে বিশাল ইনভেস্টমেন্ট করেনি বা যায়নি। So we worked with this company called Cipla. We worked with Dr. Reddy on 3-4 companies সাথে। আমি জানি আপনারা জানেন কিনা, Cipla is one of the largest pharma company in Eastern India, যারা I think 26 কান্ট্রিতে ওরা সাপ্লাই করে মেডিসিন। এদের আমরা এটা তৈরি করে দিলাম যে এই যে সিপ্লামেট প্রোডাক্টটা, এটা হচ্ছে ডাক্তারদের জন্য। নাও ডাক্তার যারা একটা প্রফেশনাল, যারা টাইম নেই, how do I ensure a doctor gets the knowledge? So this is like a doctor's Wikipedia, in short. But at the same time, what we have done, when we do it, we connected with 400 doctors all over India, starting from a village to a metro city like Mumbai. Try to understand what is their need, what times they spend, how they spend, and then we will bring the product to them. The entire objective definitely was to connect the doctor to with Cipla, but at the same time, if I can only build a product if it is useful for the end audience, মানে ডাক্তার এখানে আমি একটা প্রোডাক্ট করে দিন, আচ্ছা ডাক্তাররা ইউজই করলো না, সেটা কোনো জাস্টিফিকেশন নেই, মানে আমার ক্লায়েন্ট আমার যে টাকাটা ইনভেস্ট করলো, ইটস আ ওয়েস্ট, রাইট? So we have to ensure that whatever IT investment either you are doing or you're doing via your vendor, that investment should come back. So you do your own homework, understand the pain area, then you build. So this is what exactly we do it for Cipla. So this is a typical infrastructure. So you will find in India, there is a huge amount of retention at start where people are, a lot of companies are removing people, mainly in the manufacturing infrastructure domain. Why it is that? Is that suddenly you will find that there's no sale in car, there's no sale of biscuits. Is it that suddenly? It's actually not that. It's because there's enough evolution of automation has happened for which suddenly I find I have extra labors in my place. If that is the case, what is most important missing is my people learning. So if you're not able to put the people out of the job, empower them by leveraging, augmenting their skills. This is exactly what is missing. It's important that when we are going for an innovation, can I use this innovation tool and ensure that my people has learned and they're using it. So it's important that we don't go for an AI, which is artificial intelligence, rather IA, which is intelligence assistance. That means I increase my resource productivity more by investing on that tool so that I can get output from that guy, right? So that is what we call intelligence assistance when we are doing a digital innovation. I think I was just giving you an example. Pilots will be provided a product and purpose fit, which I was giving the example of State Bank. So pilot is always important. This ensures that your product is market fit, your product is your operational fit, and it gives you an ROI. There are lots of, you don't need to be in that 92%, right? You have to be in that 8% slab. How do you ensure that you are in that 8% slab? That pilot is very, very critical and it's important. Avoid the buzzwords. We talk about, today also we're talking about AI, blockchain. I might ask you, I have asked so many people, blockchain में कुछ करते हैं? अरे क्यों करना है blockchain में? आपका क्या डेटाबेस और फ्रंट एंडिंग सब बंद हो गया क्या? चैटबॉट में कुछ करते हैं? अरे योर पीपल डजंट नीड चैटबॉट, दे आर हैप्पी टू गिव यू अ कॉल. कुछ करते हैं. Why? Let's stop that. Please ensure that it is important that we build something, we invest on something which gives ROI. It should not be used for a buzzword and added to your profile. It is eventually, if you see the long run, it is going to give you a failure. If you want to build a chatbot, do a chatbot on client servicing so that client servicing can be improved. If you want to build a chatbot on client onboarding so that your sales and revenue can increase. Please do not do a chatbot for a basic inquiry or an FAQ. Google कर लेता है वो काम. नहीं आएगा आपका साइट में chatbot देखने के लिए. आजबेन आपना देते हैं. All right. Last two slides. And I think we always say never. There is a solution to everything. We always have to understand that what is those small area where we can move inside and ensure that fix those small 2%, which is going to 20%, which is going to impact on that 80%. We have a booth out here. Thank you for listening to me. আমরা এখানে আছি আমি next এক মাসের মধ্যে ঢাকা যাব প্ল্যান করছি feel free to connect with us, feel free to meet us, feel free to for any kind of consultation in any industries. We'd love to collaborate and help you. কলকাতা আসার জন্য ধন্যবাদ. Thank you for listening.